Welcome back. I am Ryan Urlacher with LawAbidingBiker.com and your high-tech redneck. Thanks for checking back in. And I have another video for you, of course. Real quick, don't forget to go over and check out the Law Abiding Biker podcast. It's going really well. We appreciate all your support. You can get the podcast on iTunes, Zune, Stitcher Radio, BlackBerry, TuneIn Radio. Anywhere else you can get podcasts, we should be listed there. Again, Law Abiding Biker podcast. Also, thanks to all those that have supported us. And if you want to see this content keep coming your way, this free content, I'd really appreciate it if you go over to lawabidingbiker.com/donate. You can leave a donation. We really want to keep the free content coming to you guys. Better yet, you can go over to my Patreon page, lawabidingbiker.com/Patreon, and you can pledge a certain amount, specific amount of your choice per episode or per piece of content that we put out. And you can put a cap on it so there's no risk. To learn more, again, lawabidingbiker.com/Patreon. Hi guys, Ryan Urlacher with lawabidingbiker.com and your high-tech redneck. Today is all about adjusting the clutch on your Harley Davidson motorcycle. That is internally adjusting your clutch. I already did a free video for you guys on how to adjust your Harley clutch cable, and you can get that free video on blog over at lawabidingbiker.com/Harley clutch cable adjustment. And that is all about fine-tuning your clutch lever and the cable that runs down it. And you can basically adjust it so that it engages at a certain time and disengages, basically how far you want your clutch to go out before it engages. You can do some adjustments there. Again, that's kind of just some fine-tuning stuff. If your bike's not going into neutral well, or you can't adjust it well with a cable up here, then you're going to need to get into it internally and actually look at the clutch and adjust the clutch plate. I'm going to show you how to do that. We'll actually take off the clutch inspection cover, and I guarantee by the time you're done with this completely free video, you will save yourself a ton of money because you will not have to go to the Harley dealership and pay their rates just to do a simple adjustment on your clutch. So hopefully it's very helpful and very useful to you guys. Again, if you want to get the cable adjustment, go to lawabidingbiker.com/Harley clutch cable adjustment. I'm also going to do a blog and, of course, this video, so you can refer back to it at any time at lawabidingbiker.com/Harley clutch adjustment. So with both those videos, you'll know how to completely adjust your clutch on your Harley Davidson motorcycle. All right, guys, let's get to it, huh? We're going to adjust the clutch internally on Oscar's bike. And first thing he's doing here is just loosening the Torx bolts on his primary cover, clutch inspection cover. Alright, so he's got the T27 bolts out, and this is this clutch inspection.
That's my dad's wheel.
Where we can make the adjustments. Alright, if you guys want to adjust if you want to try adjusting just your lever placement, check out the other video on how to adjust your clutch cable. And we're just going to pull the boot off here.
Maybe. Alright.
We'll expose the adjuster nuts there, and we'll have to loosen those, and then we'll go to the clutch inspection cover there and make adjustments there first. The thing Oscar's going to do is back off. It's a 1/2 inch and a 9/16 to take the pressure off this cable here. Once you get that loose, oh, Oscar's got 11/16 socket. Just make sure the bike's in gear. That way the clutch plate won't turn, and it's a 11/16 inch socket. That he'll back off right here.
So we're going to turn this nut or bolt until it's just lightly seated.
Turning it clockwise to the right.
We're tightening it until it's just lightly seated. We're not going to crank it down, just lightly seated. It's a 7/32 Allen.
There you go.
And then we're going to tighten this nut. And we're going to get an 11/16 box end wrench. And we're going to hold the Allen head and tighten that until that's seated. And you'll have to refer to the Harley manual. It's 72 inch-pounds, or about 7 or 8 foot-pounds.
And so basically the bolt in there that you've got it.
Right, this is a lock nut.
Right, that locks it. Once you adjust the bolt, just to make sure. Then you lock the nut down, and that
Right.
keeps the clutch in that adjustment.
Right, and before we lock it down, according to the Harley manual, we're gonna turn it either a half to a full turn. So today I'm gonna turn a half turn.
A half turn back.
Yes, a half turn loose.
Okay, so you turn it clockwise, just so it seats till you
Yep.
feel it seat, and then you back it off a half turn.
Back a half turn to a full turn, depending on the clutch adjustment, and you may have to adjust it twice. So if you don't like how it's shifting, you may do a full turn. I'm going to do it a half turn today and see how it shifts.
You backed it off a half turn.
I backed it off a half
Right.
turn, and if it's not shifting right or something's funny, we'll go back in. We'll seat it again loosely, and then we'll back it off a full turn.
Gotcha.
So right now we're gonna do it a half turn, and then we're gonna lock this lock nut back down. It's 11/16, and it's gonna be about 8 foot-pounds or 70, roughly. The Harley manual calls for 72 to 100 inch-pounds. So we'll back that off, and I'll have to get a
Box end. Yep. Okay. You got the 11/16 box end wrench on there.
And we need to hold the Allen's.
Yeah, make sure you hold the bolt. Again, that's the adjuster, and then the nut will actually lock it in place so that bolt won't spin anymore. It'll lock it into that adjustment that we've made.
Okay.
Got the torque wrench on there, and what is it again? 72 to. What is it?
72 to 120.
72 to 120 inch-pounds.
That's good. That's right.
You got it right there.
72.
Timeout.
Yeah.
Got to get a cold beer.
Pull the clutch lever 3 times. 2, 3. That sets the clutch adjustment in the actual clutch itself. So there's 2 adjustments. One's in the actual clutch itself. 2 is just the lever. So what we did in the very beginning is loosen the lever.
Right, and that's the cable right there.
And that's the cable. And that sets how far you want to, where the clutch starts for kind of hand comfort.
And we already put a video out on that, so check
Right.
that video out.
So we set that 3 times. That sets the clutch adjustment in the clutch itself. And then we'll finish with the cable.
Alrighty. The final adjustments on the lever. We're not going to tighten this back up right now. He's just going to take it out on the street, and we'll make some final adjustments on how tight that cable is and exactly where on his lever he wants it to engage. We'll make the final adjustments. And again, check that video out. We've already got one out on that.
Pretty tough.
We're just putting the derby cover back on, and again, guys, he's just getting these started. If you want to get a full maintenance video on how to do a lube oil filter and all that kind of stuff, check out the very popular video, lawabidingbiker.com/Harley maintenance. And if you even want to get more detailed, we have a for purchase maintenance video, and it'll teach you how to do the full maintenance for every 5,000 miles and the safety check, adjust things. That's lawabidingbiker.com/2014 Harley maintenance. Again, /2014 Harley maintenance. But do these in a star pattern. We tell you on that video, you don't want to just go clockwise or counterclockwise. You want to jump around, tighten them in a star pattern so that it seals up good. So 1, 2, he's going to jump over in a star pattern. And again, these do have torque specifications. A lot of guys strip these out, so make sure you use a torque wrench on these. They're very easy to strip out. And we go over all that in the Harley maintenance video. So now we're just going to make some fine adjustments on Oscar's clutch cable here, so he can engage it right where he wants. He's going to take it for a little ride. Got it clutch cable and his handle, lever right where we wanted it. And then we lock the adjuster nut and the lock nut there back together, and then we'll pull the boot back up, and that is a complete clutch adjustment on a Harley Davidson motorcycle.